Hi everyone, how are you? Happy Friday. Are you all well? How are you? Oh, sweet fairy-ish. Thank you. That's very kind of you to do that. I really appreciate you saying that you've liked and already subscribed. Bless you. Right. Bear with me for a moment. I need to work out why I've not got the comments coming up here as in on the side of the screen. Sorry about that. Okay, let me just check. 1 second.
You're not receiving messages from Talk Tower.
Bear with me for 1 second, everybody. I'll be with you in a second. I just want you to watch this and I'll be with you. Hello everybody. I seem to have the actual comments come up now, so sorry about that. I think the first scene just didn't actually have the comments connected. So, I hope you're all well. Let's jump right in. I've got some great cards for you all today. Please bear with me. I'm just going to say to you, right, if we go into all comments. Okay. Bear with me, I'm just trying to set it up so that I can go straight to it. Okay, so can you see that on this particular feed, if you put a Q into the actual box where you're typing, then it will come up in the feed here, and I know it's a question. You can chat amongst yourselves, which is brilliant. I'd love for you to do that, and hopefully I'll bounce backwards and forwards and see what you're actually saying in between. But I am here to give you readings, and I want to actually give you as much of my time in the hour that we've got together for you to be able to have a reading. So just a reminder there, Nicola, hi, how are you? Please like and subscribe and ask a question and add a Q at the beginning. She's got it right. And please be patient and considerate. These are free readings. She's absolutely right. Okay, so please put the Q there. Otherwise, can you see what I'm showing you on screen at the moment? If I'll just get rid of that for a minute. If I get rid of the Q there, which you can see at the top of the screen, I've got all of your comments, which is great. So let's have a quick look. Sherry, hi, happy Friday. Hiya from Facebook. Zoraz, hi, sweet fairy-ish. Wendy, how are you? You popped on your feet. You thought joining? Oh, brilliant. Yeah, you can. No, how it works, darling, is just turn around and say, ask a question. Put Q in front of it and I can answer directly. I'm more than happy to do that. There's no particular order apart from the fact that as they come up along, as you can see, sort of, you know, I'll do that. I'll just go, I won't pick. I'll just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the list I've got. So whenever you've actually put Q there, it'll start to come in. So let's have a quick look. We've got Shelby. Unless you've got a Q there, did I see your comment? Seashells. What comment? No, can you see it's not there? Hi, Anne Mara. Upasna, hello, it's your lucky day. Please do I have a reading? You'd be very grateful. Yes, you can. Just put Q in front of it. Let me know that you won. Karen, Q, will your life get better? Question is at top, blah, blah, blah. It's not going to work like that. It's going to work as to who's put the Q there first. Look, this is how it's going to work. Watch. Here we go. I'm typing Q, and there we go. First one in is Wendy. And Sweet Fairy, your question is on top. Haven't got it. Sorry, darling, just don't have that. It's coming up here on the left side. Okay, let me do, because I can see the comment here on my secondary chat box. I don't want to be scrolling backwards and forwards. So what we've got, there's a mutual attraction. It's just disappeared. Okay. There's a mutual attraction between the man and I. He's moving to another department soon. Will the attraction remain the same, please? Oh, okay, right. That was your question, wasn't it? So, sweet fairy-ish. I'm going to do that. Here we go. Wait till you see these cards. Bobby Dazzlers. And Wendy, you will be next, okay? And then I know exactly what's going on, okay? So, just bear with me for a minute. She said she put a question there, so this is who I'm replying to at the moment, okay? I can see a comment. There is a mutual attraction between this man and I. He is moving to another department soon. Will the attraction remain the same, please? And she immediately said that she'd like to subscribe to YouTube channel, which is really helpful. I'd really appreciate that. Right, okay. To need to be able to see that. Okay. Okay. Okay, despite the move, okay, we've got the Magician and King of Wands there. King of Wands talks about movement. Magician is saying, you know, this is actually being recognised for what he's been doing. And the Hermit is the work card, okay. I actually feel it might improve the situation, because at the moment it feels that he's not quite sure what to do, the way things are. The change in the move will actually mean that there's action. Okay, so things will get better. The first two cards out really said those changes actually make the past even better than it was, you see. And that is something that Sweet Fairy-ish is better for both of you, okay? I think it's less complications. I also think it's much easier for both of you to kind of go straight in to the romance, okay? Well, we've got that here. And there's action. I think it's been difficult the way things are, so this is better. Isn't it funny sometimes the thing that we were nervous about can actually be the very thing that can actually give us what we want? And that's what this is saying. Bear with me a minute, folks. I'm just going to change my camera very, very slightly. There we go. I filmed downwards, you see, and it's a little bit crooked, but can't have it all, can you? There we go. That's as good as it's going to get. Right, aircon back on. It's a bit warm here today. Hope you're all really well. Right, now we're going to go in order. It's just that Sweet Fairy-ish was not telling me Porky's I'd seen her coming immediately. All right, so now it's we've got everything. So here we are. I'm going to you, Wendy, and I'm going to add you to the broadcast. Okay, so straight away, let's have a look. Did you actually ask me a question, Wendy? Let's have a quick look there. Ooh. You're moving soon and would be interested in hearing anything about what lies in wait for you. So let's add that to the broadcast. She's not at the bottom. She's just actually giving me clarity of what I asked her. So there you go, Wendy, thank you for coming in. And it's great. You're coming in from LinkedIn. Yay! Thank you. It's worth going in there. Okay. Right. Card just popped out. Okay, so keep an eye on that one. Brand new deck here. I haven't used this on myself. I think I posted it today actually, because I've edited 3 unboxings and I wouldn't allow myself to use the decks until I'd done the unboxings. Now, can you believe I've been that busy? I think they've been here since last summer. That's not like me at all, and it's not because I was lazy, it's just, luckily, I've been busy. Look at the backs, aren't they great? What are they called? The Tripping Weight deck. And you know that I also use another deck that's similar from Tarot Collectibles, the Groovy Weight. I'm not advertising anything. I just actually think they're great. And I like to do things that are good and enjoyable and do my job with something that's aesthetically pleasing. Okay, so Wendy, You are going to be moving soon. There's no question here. You're leaving something behind, okay? Straight away, the Eight of Cups is telling us that. Wheel of Fortune is saying that you're going in the right direction. Not only that, I feel that there are new opportunities, not only emotionally for you, but I feel that there's the opportunity here to connect with further education, believe it or not, and some sort of apprenticeship that I feel will be a bit of a hobby that allows you to transition into a career if that's what you want to do. Now, you may go, gosh, what's that got to do with moving? It's everything, actually. I think it's all a package combined. When do I feel the move is on the cards for you? Something is actually really strongly telling us the 8th month of the year, which is August, okay? We've also got Leo, and we've also got by the end of July, you'll be off and you'll be leaving things behind. I do feel that emotionally, this is going to feel as if, okay, it's something that you might be a little bit sad about, but, you know, in actual fact, it's saying that where you are at the moment, okay, the Five of Pentacles is telling us, you're kind of, it's not the right place for you, if that makes sense. You know, it's kind of saying, look, there's no rush, there's nothing awful about it, but it's not quite the right place for you. And it's also saying you've been waiting for this, and it'll turn everything around, everything, and everything in the practical and materialistic sense. So in reality, that's what it's saying. I hope that helps, Wendy. And thank you so much for coming in from LinkedIn. I stream in there every week, but it's only been recently, as in the last 6 weeks or so. And yeah, you wonder if people are going to pick it up, and because I'm multi-stream, you may be able to see the comments of where people are coming in. I spent a lot of time getting this so people could see coming in from Facebook, such as Karen Pinney there, Sweet Fairyish. You can see the YouTube symbol there. You see what I mean? The symbol there of telling us where people are coming in from. This is LinkedIn. Okay, so thanks a million, Wendy. Bless you for that. And how are you, the lovely Nicola? Ah, my darling girl. Nicola's there to help us out. Big comment there, covering up my logo. Right, Karen, how are you? Oh, you've remembered to join us, Karen. Well done, you've got the hang of it now. Will your life get better? And you've actually connected it to Restream. Wow. Yeah, you have, because your name's there. From Facebook, if you don't actually put permission to Restream, it doesn't tell me who you are, just get Facebook user. So if you give permission, why is it helpful for me? Well, if I had 100 Facebook users, I wouldn't know who I'm talking to, in fairness, and that's not fair, you know, on you. So we try and make it as good as we can. Right, my darling. Okay, will your life get better? There's a lot of growth going on here. Got the Strength card here and the Three of Wands. So creatively, it's going to get better. It feels as if it will be more July, August. And yes, it's showing that things have been a bit stuck. Things have been a bit lacking. And there's been a stillness and a stagnation, and you've been waiting for things to happen. Look at that, Wheel of Fortune coming up there beautifully for you, saying that what you're seeing at the moment, things will be revealed to you, that things will get better. But you've also got to make it happen. Karen, there's no good saying, I want this, and she said it'll come. You've got to be making it happen. Why? That's what that's telling you. That's what that's telling you. Sitting back and waiting won't bring anything. You'll get more of what you've had. What do I mean? You need to actually actively kind of go, right, okay, I'm going for a walk. Right, I'm going to read that. I'm going to do that. And I'm going to have that conversation with so-and-so and see if we can get this sorted. So in every way, Karen, that is what the cards are telling you. So yeah, I feel that you've got to start now. Truthfully, I feel the cards are really pointing towards the end of July, 3rd week in July, 1st week in August. All right, my darling, thank you so much. And you've got it now, haven't you? Karen's been asking me for readings for a while. And I always said to her, come on when I'm live. And it was a bit confusing for both of us, and she's got it now. So I'm delighted that you're here, Karen. Lovely to have you along, and I hope you're happy too. This is the way to do it. Okay, right. Oh, Katie. Right. Let's have a look then. See what we can do. Okay. Okay. Quick question, guys. Anybody that's coming in from Facebook, I do have a Facebook page and I do have a group called Tarot Talk or Talk About Tarot. It's not clear whether we're getting your comments coming from that Facebook group. If anyone wouldn't mind telling me that they are in Talk Tarot group, my group, and that you come in from there, please could you let me know, because we've tried to fix this problem where it feels as if it's not quite streaming from that actual group, and that's ridiculous because there's about 2,500 people in that group. So if anyone can tell me, please, 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 if you'd be so kind, if you could let me know if you're coming in from Talk Tarot on that page, okay? Right, bear with me. Shay, go and do, get an and we're blocking you on all platforms. Anybody that's got scammed by people saying, I'm feeling this for you and that for you, just caught one there, Shay was. They didn't manage to kind of slip through on the feed. I'm not showing things like that. We've got that kind of moderated before you see it on the screen. I just got rid of that. There it is, okay? You'd only get me kind of coming up and it will say, right now you might see that feed saying Tarot Courses Online, which is me, okay? And that's my new website. I've got Tarot with Emery and tarotcourses.online. Okay, Katie, let's look. Okay. Well, I think you can see sort of from this. Look, this is Joy, this is the family, and this is Queen of Pentacles, which is getting better. Look at that. Everyone's getting the Wheel of Fortune tonight, and I really did shuffle. You can see that on camera. Okay, let me just take my brightness feed up a wee bit, please. There we go. Oh gosh, dazzling myself. Okay, so Katie, it is taking time, isn't it? I feel a relationship would definitely help you. And I feel a relationship here is, you know, it feels to me as if you've not been in the right space for this. And I feel that this relationship around you has been lolling around for quite some time. Okay, and seriously, you've got to look at the fact that I think you're not quite sure. I can't keep checking backwards and forwards. I lose my thread otherwise. It's let me just check this out. Okay. So this is something where I'm actually saying, oh, you are. I've seen it. You are a Leo. She's just put that on the yes, as in. I can see it on the. I've got another chat box going on the left, but it's so hard to watch. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 things that I'm watching on screen as well as reading your cards and trying to be entertaining. I'm professional. I hope that, you know, I do the best I can. I quite enjoy it, and I spend a lot of time trying to get this right for everybody, including my new adverts and bits and pieces that I want you to know about. So, Katie, look, yeah, you are a Leo, and I am feeling, and that's the card of being a Leo, that, look, two things. Number one, I actually feel that it's behind you what's gone. You've got to look at it that things were fabulous for you. You have a great family, you've got some great children, and, you know, unfortunately, you miss what you're missing, and it's your mum, okay? But there are things, and I know you're struggling and you are having a really hard time. But your future is heading into your own family to concentrate on you and the person that I feel you're going to have fun with. And I think you need to kind of look online. Katie, why don't you come into the actual sort of tarot group tomorrow and just meet a few people there? You're meeting a few people here. Why? Because if you learn a few tarot cards, you can turn around and go into different communities up and down the country. As in, it's a way of making friends. All right? Start with that. I'm not saying that's where you're going to stick, but I feel that you're going to join something, be part of something. Start with that. I am not saying that's it. That's for you to find. But it's a start and it's testing the waters. You're a little bit isolated, doing the same thing over and over, and that's why you feel like you are. And you're missing what you had. What you've got to do now is create new memories. That's what this is telling you. All right, my darling? I do hope that helps, okay? Right. Okay. Seashells. Okay, let's jump right in. Okay, that's your general for June. Okay. Coming up for June, isn't it? Wow. Okay. Yeah, super. Right. Things from the past regarding what you need to know. Things from the past, things that have been recurring, things that I feel that you're now really aware of. Okay, there's transparency. This is the card of things from the past actually saying to you that you have learned from experience, and now you are using that ability because you've walked the boards, you've actually got that knowledge, you've got that information. In actual fact, it's leading, and again, here we go, Wheel of Fortune. You see me shuffling, guys, it's coming up, isn't it, again and again. I'll change deck in a minute just to make sure that you really do believe me. And there's 22 cards in this pile, and there is 56 in this pile, okay? So, you know, chances of that happening, I know they're new and they can actually kind of stick together, but seriously, Wheel of Fortune. In your case, it's saying the Wheel of Fortune is telling you it's time to create things. It's an opportunity here to work with other people. So I feel that what you've learned in the past and what you're now aware of is telling you where the red flags are, and it's telling you where the green lights are. So, you know, gosh, stop, I won't go that way. That's not going to work. And this is actually something that the cards are saying, we're presenting something new. And because of your experience and your difficulties and maybe your failures and maybe your heartbreaks, you know that now. So therefore, it's moving forwards and saying, well, we move on to the next thing. The next thing is to be creative, and the next thing here is to say you've got a couple of choices. And the Lovers has come up. That is Gemini. We're going to Gemini tomorrow, folks, 21st of May. So that leads us into third week in June. And it's saying, that's exactly what you've asked. It's saying this is time for training and creating, because you can manifest something. I feel this is much more about the practical and the materialistic side of life, of grounding something and the reality of something. It's not, we haven't got any emotions here, only yours. All right? Thanks, Seychelles. And please let me know that you've subscribed, please. And Nicola, if you can just make sure of that. Thank you very much. Right. Sherry, how are you doing? Right, what the spirit have for you today? How are you, my darling? Are you good? Sherry, okay. Ooh. Look at this deck. Now, let's mix up a little bit more. Whoa. Too many there. Okay. And you being faced with a couple of challenges that have unsettled things, but nonetheless you have navigated with new advice. The Ace of Swords is pointing in that direction to say there's a new thought, there's a new decision, there's a new opportunity. You are using your intelligence, you're using that backup, and although this was unsettling, it's actually a complete rethink and a push towards something that's better for you. Okay, Four of Wands is that property. It's turning around and saying something that's happened here that now you are in control of. That's why the Empress is coming up. You've also, the Chariot is your home, so this is talking again, this is very much a reading about your home, property, selling, wanting to maybe get a mortgage. Look, you've got that there, you've got that there, and you've also got property there going, oh, it feels it's all been snatched away. Not so. And it's saying you need to study where it is that you want to go, and you also may actually need to take your time and navigate exactly between the yin and the yang, the night and the day. And Sherry, that is what your advice is for today. I do hope that helped. All right, my darling, and lovely to see you. Okay, right. Moving on. I'm skipping over that one, Karen, because I'll come back to you. You've already asked a question. Let's give other people a chance. All right, bear with me. Let's have a look. How are you doing, Nicola? Lovely to see you there, as in on YouTube, moderating for me like the angel that you are. Good to see you. All right. Okay. If you type Q, I also would love your question to follow after the Q. Oh, Sherry, you're welcome. Welcome, darling. Yeah? Great clear cards. I like this setup. I hope you all do too, so you can see that everything is crystal clear, so that I'm not saying, oh, I want you to think this and I want you to feel that. It's got to be absolutely crystal clear. So wow, okay, right, what have we got going on here for you, JLo? Will Kira and I be dating in June? It's looking as if that's a possibility. I've got 4 weeks away. When's that? Yes, it's June. Yeah, so in 4 weeks' time, that's coming up here and that's coming up there. Also, Queen of Wands is actually turning around and saying, don't know what this lady's star sign is, Jane, but I actually feel that the balance here is between sort of a watery and a fiery sort of connection between the two of you. Fire in the sense of action, and water as in there's been a lot of emotion that's kind of made you feel it's a bit like a melted ice cream, but that's not the case at all. Okay, my darling? Thank you so much for that. Right, next. What can I expect in the month of May and June in relationship to my marriage? Okay, right. I take it that you are actually married, Upasana. Ooh, nearly put those in the wrong pile. Look at that. Right, time for me to, number one, put a little reminder of my advert on, and number two, for me to actually have a quick look at, I'm going to change decks, okay, so let's put this on, and this is just a reminder. Right, I need to put that back on there. And Upasna, I think that's how you're saying it. She said, yes, I'm 20 years old. I'm seeing that on my other comments here. Remember, I'm showing you what the queue is like. That's what you can see. It's damn hard to watch all of it, I tell you. Right, I'm going to give you another deck here. And let's just make sure that's in there. Right. What can you expect in relation to my marriage? And I said, you're talking about the fact that you are married. And she then said, yes, I am 20 years old. Oh, no. She's just corrected that. Yes, I am 20 years. 20 years of marriage. Got it, Upasna. Okay, thank you. Okay, right. What your cards are actually showing is you're asking what will be happening sort of in the months of May and June in relationship, in regard, I would say, in regard to your marriage. It feels here as if there is some sort of reconciliation going on to some degree, but I also feel that there are frustrations and you are looking at the crossroads of life together, okay, as would be expected, you know, when you've been with somebody a long time. I do see frustrations. I do actually feel that they are more mental kind than the emotional, because the emotional charge of this is there's a lot of depth, okay? But it is also showing that, and I've got double Scorpio there. I don't know who's a Scorpio there. You're 47, okay? There's a lot of depth there, but I also feel that you are almost tempted to take a bit of a risk. And I feel that if somebody was to offer you that chance, yeah, you see what I mean, darling? You know? What are we saying? Temptation is there, darling, for you, not for your fellow. I feel your fellow's got the perfect sort of, what would I say? Perfect scenario. Your husband's a Scorpio. Okay, fantastic. Right. I want to actually bring that up on the screen just so you can all see. So, right, let's just get rid of that and let's bring that in. I just want you to be able to see this. Can you see what I mean sometimes? You see here, that's what she's saying. 20 years of marriage, she's 47. Do I feel the outcome is reconciliation? It's showing reconciliation, but it's also showing temptation, okay? And in actual fact, I'm wondering if that temptation might be you, okay? I feel that the Scorpio is holding all the trump cards here, okay? So I just wanted to show you all that on the screen. You could see that coming up on the left-hand side here in my restream chat, which just allows me various different ways of looking at things. Crikey, look at all these messages. Wee, okay. Right, goodness. Let's, okay, right. I'm going to just do this because it tends to mess it up a little bit. I've done Jane, I've done that one. Okay, right. Only those that's typed the Q, like I'm putting up there, will come up on this feed. So we have done that. Okay, it's right. We've done that. Right, Karen, you've asked a question and you're asking several. It's other people. Sorry. Okay, right. Let's do that. Okay. Yeah, there's a chance of reconciliation. Scorpio is holding all the trump cards there, just so you know, Upasna. And I feel she will be tempted. Just shows she doesn't. It's kind of spinning around a different way. Right, I'm just going to move my cushion. Oh. I know that I've fallen a little bit lower. Oh, gosh. Sorry, folks. Just one of those where it's like, yeah, it's been sat all day and the telephone's aching. So I need to have a little stretch. Okay, so will you find a job? Yep. First of all, it comes up there. Secondly, it comes up here. This is what? This is focus. In order to do so, you really do need to make sure that you are looking towards kind of making something happen as from tomorrow. Gemini card is out. But the job will come up here for, I've got Leo. Leo will be third week in July going into the first 3 weeks of August. That's what this is pointing at, and this is what's clearly been answered. However, you need to be doing something now in Gemini. We start Gemini tomorrow, okay? And that's where the answer lies for you, okay? Right, skipping over Karen because she had a reading earlier. Yeah, you can. Just reminding everybody, please do actually subscribe to the channel. It helps just keep me floating and making content for you all. Let me just move that over there because just made it smaller. But that's the one that we're actually answering. No, I've messed it up. Look, that's better, isn't it? So yeah, please do make sure that you do subscribe, just because it helps me to keep turning up here on Fridays. Why? Because if there's nobody here, there's no point doing it. And if you subscribe and the ratings kind of go up, then I can keep doing it. And people say, why do you do it when you work so busy? Well, customers come and customers go. They don't need me forever, do they? So it's just actually helping promote what I do and let people know that, you know, this kind of reading is available if they want it. That's why, okay? How would you know if you didn't actually have an example? Simple, yeah? I didn't know what it did for me. Having a reading from somebody that was very, very different. And it was life-changing. So there you go. Simple as that. All right. Right. Okay. So can you have some guidance for your upcoming BitSat exam, Kashish? Yes, here is the advice. It's showing you that I feel that you are being a little bit hard on yourself. I feel that you need to restrict sort of feeling like that. Really and truly, it's saying you've got to create this and you've got to make this work by actually putting in the work, and that's coming up here. It does feel as if your life is a bit restricted while you do this. So what? It passes. Just do it. That's the advice, okay? So it's saying you can nurture yourself afterwards. Yes, it does feel like you're restricted, but you know, it's worth it. Gosh, it's worth it, isn't it? And if you look at the fact that the depth of what you are studying is definitely going in, okay? And I feel that you're very passionate and very gifted in what it is that you're doing, but you seem to be worried about the exam, aren't we all? You know, I'm not saying anything miraculous to you there, but in actual fact, you know you're good at it, but you're actually worried about the exam. I feel that that's because, you know, A, you're passionate, and B, it matters to you, but more than anything, it doesn't matter whether you're good at something, you've got to pass it, haven't you? And you realise that there's a possibility you might not if you don't do the work. You have to do the work. It will be fine if you do the work. If you take your foot off the pedal, it could actually collapse, okay? You can't get by on a wing and a prayer. This is study. Providing you're putting in your hours that you know are productive, and it's saying don't just put the hours in and go, I studied. If it's not going in, walk away and come back and then try again, okay? It will work for you, okay? It's funny, I had a customer of mine have an exam every day this week, and would you believe every single she rang either that morning or the night before, the next exam, either the morning of the exam or the night before or after that exam. Some combination that we got through all of it, and each bit was an individual and bang on. And the one that I said to her, look, you're worried about is so much, but you've put the work in. And she went, yeah, but I've not covered this. And it's like, yeah, but what you've actually studied has come up. So readings do make sense. All right, there you go. Right. Okay, so now we've got that. I'm Victor. Victor. How are you? Right. Okay. Lovely to see you, Victor. And thank you for earlier. He sent me a photograph of his lovely pendant. It's got. Oh, sorry. I can't sit like this, and my hair there. I'm sorry about that. Good job. The roots are done to some degree. Okay. What would your guides like you to know for June and July? Do you know what, Victor? I'm going to change deck, and I'll tell you what I'm going to use. I'm going to use this one. Okay, and you're the first person to have a reading with this deck, because again, I've just done a video on it. And this is something amazing. Right. Believe it or not, it's called the Shuffle Tarot. And, well, you'll see in a minute when I start using it. Oh, you can't wait to see what's coming for you. Oh, Victor, you are brilliant. You love it. Jack and Jill are absolutely fine, apart from the fact they're feeling a little bit neglected, because Jack and Jill are new puppies, and I have been, I don't know what time I started. It wasn't too early. I've been on the go, and I've been in and out of them, and they've got tempers. Can you believe it? And Sandy's not keen on them, so when they come in, she's telling them what for. They're absolutely super, thank you very much. They're so healthy, they're so big, and Tony might actually walk them up in a minute to show you if he's able to. He can be moderating downstairs. So there you go. Gosh, I'm running out of water. No, I'm not. I've got a bottle beside me. Okay. Exciting, Victor. What do they want you to know? Now look at this. This is a deck that I have just done a video on. And please go and watch it. It's called Unboxing the Shuffle. Victor, I especially want you to go and watch it. And I'd like to put a little comment on there, please. I'm asking you to do that. I give you readings. So in exchange, would you put a comment on there for me? Why? Okay, not that I'm saying you do this for me, whatever. Because I want to know what you think. I really am interested in your feedback, okay? Jack and Jill is running around. That's what I'm being told, okay? The thing is, okay, I'd like you to look at the video because I can show you all of the cards individually on this deck. And what's amazing about it is where you normally get anybody that's training with tarot, reads tarot cards, you get the full suits generally with your minor arcana. Okay, but normally, okay, in those suits, you will get the full suits running with a scene. And we're all familiar with, those of us that work with decks called the Rider-Waite decks, of what a certain scene would look like, okay? And if you look here, this man comes from the Nine of Cups, but this scene is the Nine of Swords. So what's happened is a character from the Nine of Cups has turned up in the Nine of Swords, but it messes with here a little bit because we're all so used to kind of going, right, see that, know what it means. Now it's given multiple meanings. That's why it's so exciting. That's why I wanted it, because it's actually just multiplied the meanings intuitively, psychically, of what the tarot's advice and guidance can be. So this is very special, Victor. I really do hope that you are really enjoy. Oh, right, okay. Right. So let's just scroll up a little bit. And I've done Wendy Bayant. You're going to be there. Your future reading and career. Okay, it won't be a future reading, but a reading about career. I'll come to you in a moment. We're running out of time, folks. Okay. So what's the message here? Well, what it's saying is there's many changes coming. Some of which you've been wishing for, some of which emotionally will be absolutely fantastic. But don't restrict yourself by overthinking. Okay, so in a way, what you're wanting will actually cause you a bit of stress. That's what that's telling me. Okay, what this is also telling you, and again, as you always put it, after getting the devil card, yeah, Victor's talking to me here. But he's talking to all of us. It's just that I've not put it up in the comments for you to see in front. As you can see, the comments beginning with comments and reactions. It's on the other side of that because I've just put a cue to show me your questions. So yeah, look, what this is saying is this is about your psychic side, okay? But it's also turned up as in, I feel that you're going to be taken towards a relationship with somebody who it's a friendship, but it could be more of a romantic, if you get my meaning, Victor. And this is something that I feel both of you, you've got so much in common. Okay, I feel you're on the same vibe. I feel mentally you're on the same vibe. I feel that your difficulties, that this person's also had the same challenges mentally and emotionally as you. And it just feels like you've met your match, your perfect someone. But I feel that what's bringing you together is your intuition and a little bit of interest in your psychic and your intuitive side, tarot cards, crystals, whatever it happens to be. But something's bringing you two together. So what it's saying is you're going to be your own authority. Why? Because you two are going to make the rules up. So you're going to turn around and change camps of everything. You're going to break all the rules together because you want to and because it works for you. So instead of actually going by someone else's book of rules, you're going by yours. So this is lovely. So aren't these cards great? And that would have meant something totally different with the other decks. Okay? So thank you. Okay, that's very, very special. Nicola, I don't do health, but you are saying fatigue. Okay, so you're not asking me to do a medical reading because I would actually go no, 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 no. Okay, let's have a look. So you've been feeling fatigue. Okay. Oh, Nicola, birthday coming up for you soon, isn't it? Oh, thank you very much for that beautiful comment, Victor. I'm going to be honest, darling. I feel that you've just got to let this run its course. Okay, it won't shift this month. It's more like the first week in June. I am sorry. Okay, why? It's just showing that you've had. Look, this is a bit of a meltdown. Okay, and it's in all aspects, but most of all because we've got the Page of Swords. It's affecting you mentally. Okay, but it's also making you a little bit emotional, okay? Because all the Page of Swords, as I explained to Victor, what the Shuffle Tarot is doing is it's giving us the elements of two different things. So mentally, you've definitely got a meltdown. I also feel that you're quite emotional, and this could swing from feeling frustrated to actually feeling quite upset or angry or unsettled or agitated. You've just got to let it go. And the news here is keep going, all right, because we're going to Gemini tomorrow, okay? And I think that not this month, but I think beginning. Look, with the 20th of May, I think you're pretty much likely, about the 27th, 28th, 29th of this month, maybe, but most certainly it's almost like miraculously as you go into that first week in June, you've got mental clarity, and emotionally you'll feel better. The other thing here is I feel that what the cards are really getting at is telling you it's having an effect upon your productivity. So don't try. Go with it. You're meant to be doing nothing. You're meant to be, while you're doing nothing, you'll be very creative and you'll enjoy it. Okay? And that's really important. Okay? For me, I'm saying everything will absolutely change. Bear with me a second, folks. Something strange is happening. You're not seeing what you should be seeing. There's a delay on my camera. I've just noticed we've got something really strange happening. Now, I know I do the shuffle, but it should. Bear with me. I've got... Well, here comes Tony. Let me just say, bear with me. Something really odd. No. Oh, God, my camera's just disappeared. Bear with me, folks. Sorry. You won't believe this.
What?
Camera's just gone.
Off.
Sorry, my camera's disappeared. Nothing. Never had this. Sorry, darlings. I could tell something wasn't right. You see, look, I'll tell you what it was, Nicola. I'm so sorry. I could see that Victor's cards were on screen while I was looking down at what I'd got for you. And I looked up on the screen and I was like, that's not there at all. I haven't changed them. Right, almost done, everyone. Got time for Patsy and then we'll see.
I'm going down.
No.
Request from Nicola.
No?
A request from Nicola.
Yeah, Tony's brought Jack and Jill up here. So can you give me one at a time in a minute? Right, let's have a look. Here we go. Here's my little chipmunks. Yeah, and there's... This is Jack with the blue collar. And this is Jill. Yeah, who's Dinky. An absolute sweethearts. 1 second. Let's just show you their face. Jack and Jill. There we go. Tandy, could you stop it, please? It's that way. Whoopsie. There we go. If we can. There you go. Right, madam, this is Jill. And if it's got to be this way, but she's got different ideas. I'm sorry, that's the way, just like on their back. And normally they love a cuddle, but this is obviously, what a load of fun, you know? Okay, so there you go. There's Jill, who is, you're going to say hello to everybody, Jill. There's Jill. Here you go. That's the easiest way. And Jack, we didn't quite get him in. There we go. Jack. That's what I was trying to do for you, okay? They do look like, Jill's kind of like, I'm quite happy here. Say bye. Bye, everybody. Stop it, Tony. It's just like
Bye,
a
Nicola.
bunch of fur. Tony says bye-bye. Right, so... Nicola, look, what I was trying to say, I looked up. Can you see? That's the fatigue I was talking about. That's kind of like what I was saying. It's you might have to wait, my love. Okay, that's what I've got. Okay, right. I'm sorry, Tony, just throwing them up at the camera there. It's hard because obviously they're wriggling about like nothing on earth. They're 10 weeks old now, but aren't they adorable? Aren't I so lucky? And I prayed that I'd get another Shih Tzu after I lost mine. And, well, why am I telling you that? Simply because, A, that happened out of the blue, and I wouldn't have been able to kind of take on Shih Tzus because they're just not around this area at all. I've not seen one. And in actual fact, even the vet came running up the other day, snatching both of them away. Jack, Jill, you know, why? Because they're unusually small, and 10 weeks. What I mean is the breed's small for this country. Normally got big dogs. Jack's a kilo, and my other dog Tilly, who is about the size of a Shire pony, she's actually, I think she's 90 kilos. About 14 and a half stone, I think. She's a big girl. You can hear them out there. Right, so Patsy, I'll give you a message from me, June 22. Lovely. Let's have a look for you. Ooh, I like it. That's quite funny. Look at the strength card there. Why I'm saying it's funny. The lion's taking a bit of a chunk out of her leg. It's a new deck, Patsy. Just me commenting on what I'm seeing going on there. What does it actually mean? What's it all about? Well, what it's saying is you need to think of your strategy for your financial security to make sure that it is strong and that you are in a position to be able to feel that you're enjoying what you're doing, almost as if you're getting paid for your hobby. So if you are thinking of trying to get paid for your hobby, you've got to really think it through clearly. You've got to have a very, very good niched idea of what it is, and I feel you have, by the way. And also you've got to then turn around and plan. And the planning and the timing of it is actually around about July, August, because we've got a lot of cards pointing to Leo, okay? It's also saying that this would actually allow you, Patsy, to do some long distance travel. Okay, that's coming up really strongly, which I think would be a passion that you want. So if you were to actually get paid for your hobby, it would allow you to travel, it would allow you to have money, it will allow you to have the freedom. It's actually balanced, and I also feel, yeah, other people will be turning around and trying to sort of take a piece of the action and kind of muscle in on it. But what it's saying is, it's something I think that you really, really need to do, and you need to start straight away. Now, two things that's really funny here about your reading, Patsy. Number one, it's telling me you need to do it in a day, and the other, number two, it's turning around and telling me it's the last sort of day of Taurus, because we go into Hierophant, it's Taurus, and we go into Gemini tomorrow. So anything you're thinking about today, tomorrow is really important. It is something you're going to enjoy, it's something I feel you're going to love, and yes, I actually feel that this does lead to some sort of relationship as well. But first things first, it's about your security first of all, okay? Right. Come on, let's have a look at that for you, okay? Let's see. Love this deck. Right, this is going to be yes or no. Yeah, yes, they will. Okay, that's a definite yes, my dear. All right, and it feels as if this is something. Yeah, it's kind of like I feel that the community is finding out about this, and it feels as if this is happening sort of any time now. By the way, come on. I would say at the latest in the next 8 days. All right, my darling? I hope that helps you. Okay, right. Oh, right, there. Gosh, I meant I did see you. And when will you go to UK? I'm doing you. Sorry. Yeah. Funny. I'm sorry. I jumped that. I'm really sorry. I'll come back to you, funny, and then I think that's going to be it. Okay. Okay. My lovely, two things. I actually feel that this is going to be revealed to you in the month of June, but I feel the likelihood of you actually going, everything is pointing here at the 8th month of the year, which of course is August. Okay. I feel there's talk of it beforehand, but I feel there are some restrictions, and it's much more likely that it's the 8th month of the year, so at some point in August. I hope that makes sense to you. Okay. Career guidance, when will I be financially successful? You and me both. Oh, Patsy. I'm sorry, I've just seen your further question, Patsy. You're welcome. You're so welcome. You're welcome. It's lovely to see you, Patsy. I think Patsy's from, is it Bali? Are you from Bali? You came in on the actual tarot reading, because we do tarot training tomorrow. I'll be finishing in a moment. So funny, for you, great name, career guidance. Depends what you mean by that. And the cards are kind of almost answering you in a way of, you know, it starts with a thought, it starts with an action, and it also is showing that, you know, you've been waiting for this and you're going to continue to sort of actually need to focus on that. But I feel that, you know, you've got the opportunity here, as in regarding work to be financially successful, as King of Swords. Now, King of Swords is like a consultant. It's somebody that we trust because it's coming up as in with the Wand family behind it. I told you this was kind of mixed up, okay? And it's actually saying to you that you could achieve it this year, and it's going into, I'm going to say August. I feel that's really important, that that's when you could actually get that financial stability and security and be successful enough to do what you want to do. Everything is pointing at August, but I also feel that you won't really feel the difference, even though it's happening then, until around the new year. Okay, and what that's kind of saying to you is it might be happening, but you might have got that far behind that you're not going to feel the benefit of anything that you've had happen, simply because you were running behind all the time, running, you know, and you're now kind of in a position to say, right, that pays for that, that pays for that, now I can do that, now I can do that, now I'm starting afresh. So it's going to be sort of late January next year when you actually go, aha, I'm feeling better now because everything has kind of returned to where it needed to be. So you're able then to feel the benefit, as it were, of that strategy of being in a better and financial place. Good luck with that. Okay, right, folks, it's come to the end. I'm terribly sorry for all of those that didn't actually get in tonight. Chan Chal, hopefully you'll come back again. Karen, you can only ask one question. A bit naughty asking 4 or 5. Josie Martinez, I'm sorry. Yashvi, I'm sorry. Rena, come in next week. I'm really sorry. It's just one of those things that it does come up really, really fast. Papadas, did something fall out of? I read that earlier and I felt I just needed to not pull a card for you, but to just say yes. Something fell. I can feel it. All right, and it goes on. In love with Lauren Tarot. Ooh, that's lovely. Right. Sorry, look, can you see this is just in the actual queue for comments, okay? So I'm really sorry that I haven't managed to do those. And if we take it out of queue there and we come into the chat that's been going on, can you see the list? Just look as I'm scrolling. It's wonderful. Thank you all so very, very much. It really is a case of whoever types Q and try and go through it as best I possibly can. I'm glad you liked my cards. And yeah, Victor, Wheel of Fortune, a lot of Wheel of Fortune and lovers coming in tonight. Choices is the lovers, Wheel of Fortune is opportunities. Hi, Yashvi. I'm good. Thank you. That's so nice. I'm sorry I haven't had a chance to talk to you all. I know that, there's lots of you. Will you crack government interview? Gosh, so many of you. Absana, Twinkle, people coming in from LinkedIn tonight. We've got YouTube, we've got Victor, we've got Elle. I'm sorry, Elle, I didn't get to you. Nicola, loving the new photo that's come up on here. Papadaz, thank you for liking and subscribing. Yay. Yeah, him still about. What a great thing. I love it. Pudsley, life is a mystery. Did something, yeah, okay. I'm all right, thanks. Just browsing. Good. Lovely to have you along. Thank you so much. I will crack being on there one day. It's lovely to see you all. And yeah, there we go. So, Usman, sorry, didn't manage to get in there. Right, hold on a minute. Right. Hopefully. Josie, I'm really sorry. Please try and catch me next time. And Nicola, we'll try and sort of say it is as it is. J. Reese, I'm really sorry I didn't get to you. There's just loads and loads. Anna Eva, Lincoln Douglas, I'm really sorry. My apologies. Anna Eva, you're new to my page, but thank you so much for coming in. I hope to be able to get there and answer you next time. I know you'd like to, and I feel dreadful when people do that. It's just so that I can do it next week, and hopefully you'll get your chance. As in, I'm sorry if it's pressing or burning question. Oh, Josie, that's so nice of you. Thank you so much. Rithima. Sorry if I'm not saying that. Karen, you can't have a full reading. It's here for everybody. Naughty. I've told you about this before. I know you can't pay for one, but you get an odd one. That doesn't mean you ask 60 questions when there's a lot of people here. I know you don't mean it. I know you followed me for a long time. Do push it, don't you? Anyway, Anonymous, Maya is your name. Hi, welcome. I'm sorry I didn't get to read for you tonight. And Conqueror. So many of you, so sorry. There's only so much time that I can actually do. But till next time, next Friday at 5 when I am here and it's not so busy and I can do maybe an extra half an hour. Just can't. It's just been mad busy and so much that, I was just reading that comment there. I was like, oh my gosh, somebody was saying they wasted time in their life, but I won't get distracted. I will see you next Friday at 5 for more free readings. If you want to come in over the weekend, hopefully tomorrow, tarot training, which is again free. I usually do 40 minutes an hour going through the cards, and we are working our way through the one family. So anyone wishing to learn about tarot or wanting to know how to read the cards in a different way, please feel free to join us there. If you want a personal reading with me, lots of you have come in through just having a little freebie here or a taster or a snapshot reading and still come in, and that's wonderful. But if you want to actually book a reading with me, tarot courses.online with Anne-Marie or tarotwithanne-marie.com. I've got two websites. One is webinars, which just means we do audio Zoom, and the other one is a telephone call, okay? And they are all set times. So if you want to check that out, please do so. So before I say goodbye, this is where you find me, okay? Right, let me get rid of that off the screen, and I'll see you next time, folks. So possibly, If you want to come in at the weekend for training, then if not, next Friday. All right. Bye-bye.